video, I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button, like button, and comment. Got it done? All right, let's get into the video, baby. What is good? This is your boy Tay coming back at y'all with another lovely video, baby. Yes, how y'all doing today? Man, I was, searching through the internet and came upon the rapper Trick Daddy. My man's Trick Daddy. He had showed his shoe collection and things like that, and he said somebody stole his Sprites, the LeBron Sprites, one shoe, and he, his biggest issue was at the end of the video. He had some dry rot problems. The man's shoes just, they was all falling apart crazy, right? Like, I know he spent some bread on that for sure. And, as I'm watching it, I think he had some 4s, 5s maybe, or whatever. There was some Jordans. I think he had one Air Max. And he was pulling them apart, like, man, I'm having this issue, and he throwing them, and he gonna send them in or whatever. And, a lot of people in the comments was like, hey man, take him to a shoe repair company. Yeah, that'll work. But once it dry rot, it's kind of tough, man. Because it wasn't the actual soles, it's the shoe, and man, that was bad. I was like, whoa, like, but he had an awesome shoe collection, bro. He had an awesome shoe collection. He is my type of speed, like when it comes to collecting shoes and things like that. Because this day and age, they think they know the flavor. They think they got the little sauce or whatever. But we come from the old school where like character and having dope shoes, like the character, the authenticity, the rawness. We come from that, like where your shoes stood out, not the same shoe over and over and over, and then just name it something and put a price on it and say, oh, this is the best shoe. We don't come from that era. But one thing I do want to say for that, first of all, he's from Miami. He lived in Miami. He had a lot of shoes that didn't, but most likely it'll eventually probably do the same. I'm not sure, but living in Miami, it has a lot of humidity. So when your shoes do that, because he was asking for help, and I totally get it. But when you're dealing with heat and humidity, that's what your shoes, it absorbs it, right? Because it's shoes, it's clothes, and that's how you build mildew and things like that. It absorbs it and it attaches. And when you have heat and mildew, or heat and humidity, that's a bad combination. He had the shoe cases, which is good. He stored them pretty, good. But when you're in Miami, when you're in Florida or whatever, you have to keep them shoes at a certain temperature. Me and my wife, we was going through it, and she was telling me some tips and tricks too about that humidity, because she's going to have to do that with her purses and things like that, because she have a lot of dead stock items too, and shoes too. So when I seen it, it was crazy. So my advice for anybody that's doing collecting shoes and things like that, you got to watch the temperature. I think it's 36 degrees or something. I don't know. All I know is you have to keep that humidity out. Now, when it's hot and warm and stuff like that, you got to keep the humidity. And then when it get cold, you have to put some humidity in there, because when it get cold, you don't want it to harden and not have any moisture and things like that, and because then it'll start crumbling. It's I guess it's reverse osmosis, I don't know, but it will do that. So you have to store them at a certain temperature. What I do for the humidity, because I'm in, I'm on the west. I'm in Colorado. I'm on the west, so I literally just keep a fan on in my room, just to get any like heat or humidity out. And I go through and I always clean my shoes, and I hit them with oil. The shoes that need oil, I hit them with oil and things like that. And I take care of my shoes. I leave the window open, let that good breeze. I let airflow go through there, because I've dealt with some hot days too, and it's not always good. And especially when you have an abundance of shoes, you want to do the right thing and take care of them. A lot of people say, hey man, wear your shoes and it'll be, you'll be good. But the problem is he was wearing them. So it's obviously not that. I know that, who was that, Kai Cenat, he had some issues with that too, where he was on the Shannon Sharp show or whatever, the Club Shay Shay or whatever, and his Red Octobers fell apart or something happened with the strap, and it probably was dead stock for sure. A lot of people don't like to dead stock their shoes because they don't know how to properly take care of them. Me personally, I dead stock my shoes, and they never fall apart. I never have that issue. And I got some here. Here they go. I got some here to show y'all. I got these Nike 4040s. These are one of my favorite shoes. These are what the Deons should look like. These bad boys right here. I got these right here. These are from the year 2000. They're brand new and they're dead stock. Never worn, never tied them, nothing. My Nike Air 4040s. Love them. These one of my wife's favorite shoes too. I'm gonna take the little stuffing out. See. So, oh, there go the tongue. Let me hit y'all with the tongue. Let's see. There we go. See that? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. March 25th, 2000. So these shoes are literally 25 years old and counting. And I have them warm, but there's no dry rot. But I store them and take care of them a lot. In one of these videos, I'm going to show you how to deal with foggy air bubbles. Mines ain't too bad. When I first got them, it was just pure white. You couldn't see nothing. But I have to do this from time to time. That fog in there, I'm gonna show everybody how to get that fog out and the tips and tricks I use to get it out. But yeah, these are brand new. Let me get y'all a close up. These are brand new, never worn. And I'm trying to get y'all a good little look, because these are hard to find. I stumbled upon them, got that little hard case. I like that, and it say Air on there. And that tongue with the Nike, little yellow checks, fire with the Air, hard. It ain't got the big Nike sign, it just got that small Nike sign there. Got one there, and then you got the engineering. I engineered to the exact specifications of championship athletes. That's on my Griffies too. That's on a lot of Nike shoes. Come on, gotta focus in there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so hopefully I showed y'all that right. But yeah, these are my favorites, and here go the other one. Like I said, these are in, pristine condition, man. And I got the box and everything too. So, you gotta know how to deal with your shoes. You gotta take care of your shoes, especially if you have a lot of them. Like me, myself, I have a lot of shoes. So I have to learn everything about the shoe. A lot of shoes are different. People were saying the shoes that he had, like, it was just made different, and they were like, these day and age shoes are not made like the ones back then. This is why I would consider myself like a vintage collector. I'm a vintage collector. I like old models. I like things that had the originality or the original pieces, and just everything about the original. I'm an original guy. It's nothing wrong with modern, um, but if they make replicas, it's cool. Re-releases, basically. If they make re-releases of something that I like, that's cool. But I'm just the old school. I like the old school. The shoes was made tougher. They were built to last. You could, it was fun. It was mobility. The straps, the strings, they were thicker. They were metal. They actually put the actual work and thought process into those shoes, those shoes for athletes and your everyday shoe wear. Now they just piece these shoes together and it don't be worth nothing. These shoes don't last at all. I see people sell shoes that's like 2020, 2017, 2020, 2022, and the shoes look like I've had those shoes since like 7th grade, and I'm 38 years old. The shoes look bad, so I only go for the vintage, and I take care of my shoes. That's one thing about me. I take care of my shoes. When I wear my shoes, I clean them, I restore them, and I want to keep it to its original, as close to its original, state as possible, of the condition being 10 out of 10. I want to keep that 10 out of 10. I don't want to go 10 from 10 out of 10 to 3 out of 10. It's like, nah, that's not me, because I paid money for that. I work hard for that. So to see the Trick Daddy shoes just fall all apart like that, that was crazy. He got money. It's not about having money. It's about, I wanted these shoes. I bought these shoes for me to wear, to have, to brag, to showcase, and for them to just, rip apart like that was crazy. So that's just some of my tips, man. Get you a fan, cool climate, and get that humidity and heat away from your shoes. You have to store them, because even, I've never worked there, but I'm pretty sure Foot Locker and Champs and the mall, inside the mall or wherever people get their shoes, because I don't go to the mall anymore and shop for those shoes unless it's something really good. I'm pretty sure they keep them, stored in there pretty good, but they move them shoes in and out, though. They don't really keep those shoes back there. That's why they create outlets and things like that for the shoes that don't sell. I think people call them bricks, but they be disrespecting calling the vintage shoes bricks and things like that. Nah, it ain't no bricks. Dead stocks and bricks is two different things, but yeah, man, I do. I love my collection of shoes. I'm a collection of, Nick, of course. You can see I got the little Chucky, the little light up. Let me see, hit him with it. Oh, I'm a lover of Nick and cartoons and memorabilia. I love collecting, but shoes too. Shoes is my number one, or number two, probably number two. I love the Nick, man. I love when I was a kid, but it's close. They right there. Out of Nick, my Nick and the shoes. I know a lot of people like guns and jewelry and things like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, that's what I'm a collector of, and you just gotta take care of it, man. You just gotta take care of your shoes. And I want to put this out there too. I am the greatest shoe collector. I am the best. There's nobody that can beat me. Trust me. I have shoes literally that, whenever somebody want to step to the plate, I see a lot of rappers out there coming out. I think his name is Peasy. He got a really dope collection. I like his collection. His collection is fire, man. He got that heat, man. Y'all don't understand. And a couple athletes and stuff like that, but I'm gonna make a video just calling them out and giving props to. But I am the best, man. There's nobody on earth that have better shoes than me. I am. Y'all are talking to the number one. when y'all see the stuff that I got though, like wait till I get up there and wait till people start. We need to start a battle league for shoes, man. I am going to wash all of them, man. Like, oh my God, can't wait. I got some tricks up my sleeve. But it's all fun though. It's all love, and I like that we getting back to that, because growing up it was really about shoes. It was about looking fly, who had the best sneakers and things like that. That could make or break you in the sense of just like having fun. And your haircut, you know, your hairstyle, and if you had the clean fade and you had some clean shoes and stuff like that, some new shoes, oh man, you was the man. Now it's you can look bummy and you can put on anything. Nah, we come fresh, man. I'm gonna show y'all the definition of fresh. You know, I gotta give y'all the definition of fresh. But yeah, for Trick Daddy, yeah, man. Get that humidity out of there. You in Florida. That's probably the #1 place to be. I know Houston have a lot of humidity, but Florida, you know, Miami or whatever. Yeah, so you battling, you know, that's heat and humidity. Oh man, that's the worst combination. So yeah, and get your money back. Do something, like, so they gotta reimburse you something, because the shoes was literally breaking the same way. It was literally, you know, just breaking apart like that, you know, dry rot like that, you know. It was crazy, man. When I seen it, I said, dang. And it was a good abundance. Like I said, it was at least 15 to 20 shoes, at least, though. Like, man, I would be mad too. That's why I check my shoes on a daily, though. Like, I check my shoes on a daily. But yeah, man, if y'all got tips and tricks, let me know. Let the world know what y'all got, you know, for the shoes, so they don't dry rot like that, man, and mold up and things like that. These are shoes, man. They're not supposed to do that. You know, I don't want people to think, and that's why I brought up my 4040s, because I don't want people to think the longer you have the shoes, that's just going to happen. No, I literally have shoes that's 25 years old. I literally have shoes from the 90s. Matter of fact, let me see. There we go. Now these are the Kobe's, the Kobe 8s from 97. Literally, I had to do a little work to them. You know, I had to repair them just a little tad bit. But these shoes, 97. You know, I'm gonna make a video on these, but I'm gonna show these in here first, though. Yeah, yep, the original with the 8. Where that 8 right there, and then right there the symbol, the Adidas symbol. You know, Adidas equipment. That's crazy. I didn't even notice Adidas equipment. Boom. And then just to top it off, so y'all don't think I'm out here woofing, look at that. 97. 97. Yeah, right there. 97. Yeah, these is literally, you know, June 1997. That's 28 years ago. I don't have any mildew or any dry rot, you know, but I take care of them. I had to restore them. I had to paint them up a little bit. I had to put things, you know, certain, tactics. I had to use certain tactics and products and stuff. But yeah, those are probably my oldest shoes for sure, you know, for sure. That's 28 years. I believe I was 10 years old when those shoes came out, you know. So yeah, man, yeah. So it's not how old your shoes are, because he has some shoes, I believe, Trick Daddy has some shoes that just came out, I believe, and they already was dry rot like that. That's crazy. So it's not how old your shoes are. It's the climate, right? And it's how much you take care of your shoes, you know, and what you do to take care of your shoes. That's what it's about, man. But yeah, man, if y'all enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, you know, so we can get this algorithm going. It's free, y'all. To just, if you're watching, just hit the like button. You ain't gotta do nothing else. If you don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe. If you don't want to leave a comment, don't leave a comment. But man, at least hit the little like button. It's free. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. You know, it ain't gonna cost you nothing. It's free. It's gonna cost you probably like 2 seconds of your time. I hate when people say it ain't gonna cost you nothing. It's like, nah, that's 2 seconds. But yeah, just hit the little like button for your boy, man, so we can get going. Cause YouTube, they tightening up on, you know, the creators, man. Like they making it hard on us. So if y'all want us to stay alive on this thing, man, y'all gotta help us out when it comes to that, man. But yeah, this is your boy Tate. I will see y'all in the next video, man. Love seeing y'all, man. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.